Joining me right now to weigh in, House Judiciary Committee member, Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz. Congressman Gaetz, good to have you back on. What a day.
It's good to be with you.
What a 24 hours, right?
Impeachment by reflex is, I think, what we're seeing in the House of Representatives right now, Trish. And it's unfortunate that Nancy Pelosi has, in fact, caved to the most radical elements of her party. But I've got a little different perspective than Chad. I think you knew that there were 218 votes for impeachment the moment Nancy Pelosi backed an impeachment inquiry. I don't believe that she would get on this roller coaster with the plan that she would get off of it before it ultimately got to its destination of an impeachment in the House of Representatives, and that's what's so frustrating to many of us. Instead of working on the important things that matter to American families, we're going to be engaged in this ludicrous endeavor based on really a victimless crime. I mean, if you take this at its true face value, this was aid that was ultimately delivered, and a President Zelensky who says he never felt pressured. That is the most absurd basis for impeachment I could think of.
But they wanted to do it. They've promised to do it. There are people that campaigned on it. And so you're coming up on an election year, and what, she felt that she had to move forward on this? The Democrats felt they had to move forward on this? By the way, before they had even seen the transcript.
Yeah, the House Democrats prove they have about as much patience as a dog waiting to be let out of a car. You know, they waited, I guess, 22 months on the Robert Mueller investigation, but in this circumstance couldn't wait 22 hours before making the decision that they were going to, in fact, call for an impeachment despite having not read the transcript. And I think that transcript provides a lot of context. I mean, at the beginning, you've got Trump and Zelensky essentially throwing shade at Merkel and Macron for not doing enough for the Ukraine.
Right on that. They are absolutely right on that. When you look at a percentage of GDP of how much we're contributing versus Germany and how much Germany has promised to do, this was a big platform in the president's. Don't forget, right? He spoke at length about this over and over and over again. So it makes sense that he would say, hey, buddy, you know, you're in charge of Ukraine now. Why don't you have your friend Angela cough up what she says she's supposed to or willing to donate effectively to you? That makes sense to me. But, you know, the intelligence official, the, quote, whistleblower or leaker, that, by the way, Congressman was not even on this call, for that person to then be making this allegation that somehow the funds were directly tied, that's a whole other ballgame.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen the complaint beyond just the Intelligence Committee. It is my expectation that Adam Schiff will vote out of the Intelligence Committee the opportunity for the entire House to be able to evaluate that information. That's not anything that I've heard the White House object to, or certainly that any of us on the Republican side object to. We're not against transparency. What we're against is this notion that, like, it's impeach first, investigate later. You heard Nancy Pelosi, despite calling this an inquiry, definitively issue the verdict that she believes that Donald Trump violated his oath of office. She got basically catfished into a politically fatal impeachment endeavor that is going to motivate the Republican base, and it is going to expose Democrats for being so consumed with their feelings about Donald Trump that they don't deliver on results for the American people on the issues that I think motivate folks to get out and vote and back candidates.
Yeah, it could cost them 2020 for sure. It's good to see you, Congressman. Lots to talk about here. Thank you so much.